all of it because of my supporters on Patreon. Thank you guys for doing that. So, if you want to help the channel, that's the #1 way to do it. The link is down below. Let's get back to talking about Chucky. Coming in at number 5 for me is going to be Cult of Chucky. I actually watched this one just last night. And there were things about this one that almost kind of put it up on the list. Like the idea that actually setting it in an insane asylum and kind of tying together the nice revival with Curse of Chucky, with Andy coming back from the original trilogy. All of that stuff was like, this is a good direction to take things. There's a lot of interesting stuff that you can do with this. And then kind of where it went with it, of the multiple Chuckies, and then I don't know, for me it felt like Jennifer Tilly's kind of phoning it in, like that just wasn't like clicking like it did before. And so the further it went along, the more I was like, oh, this, I'm not liking this as much as I thought I was going to. I'm not liking it where they set things up to be a lot more interesting and have a much more fascinating battle in it. And I guess I can respect the direction they decided to kind of twist things and change things up and end in a very different place than I thought that this movie was going. And I can respect that, but I didn't necessarily enjoy that, especially with the potential of kind of two of these protagonists, or two of our most interesting protagonists. I guess they are the two most interesting protagonists of these, if you don't call Chucky a protagonist, which hopefully you don't, teaming up to battle Chucky in an insane asylum. It seems like there's a lot of really interesting stuff that you could do with that, and I didn't feel that like I got that in this movie. It almost feels like they had a few too many ideas that they want to play with. They're like, let's bring Andy back, and Andy's an adult now getting his revenge. But they didn't know how to fully incorporate that. They didn't know how to fully extend that, or maybe they were nervous about bringing the actor back and thinking he couldn't carry the movie. And then we got our sequel to Curse of Chucky, where she's in the loony bin now, and they took that places, and I just kind of respect that, but it didn't seem like we meshed these two things or take full advantage of what we could have done with that. And then we have this idea of multiple Chuckies that I just in general didn't really click for me. That wasn't something I'm particularly interested in. And then just in general, this old idea that we're in a loony bin, that in and of itself was an idea. And the four could have come together, but they didn't, for me, work together. So overall, I didn't particularly care for this one all that much, even though there was a lot of potential for me to like it. Now, these bottom three, I would probably say I didn't particularly care for them. I'd probably give thumbs down on all of these ones. Top four, all ones, I would say, I enjoy those ones. Those brought something to the table. So there's a pretty big gap between number 5 and number 4. Starting number 4, coming in number 4 for me is going to be Child's Play 2. Now, this is actually the one that I remember the most, kind of from growing up as a kid, being like, oh, look, what's Child's Play going to be on USA? I'm going to check this out, and watching it late at night and tuning in like 5 minutes late to it and stuff like that, and remembering him being at the adopted house. So this is the one I actually have the most nostalgia for from my childhood of watching it. And this one kind of, in a lot of ways, just has the most memorable images in it for that reason, of the guy being suffocated in the car and things like that. But just in general, this is a very solid sequel that builds off the ideas of the first one and takes them to a logical kind of conclusion of where you can go with it and enjoy some things a little bit more. We'll talk about this in a little bit. So like in the first movie, Chucky's kind of off in the background, kind of, is he really, is it really the kid killing him? Is it the doll? Kind of what's going on? And so he doesn't really come to his personality till later in the movie. A lot of it we're following the parents. And so this movie, very early on, we get Chucky, and when you get a great performance of Brad Dourif going on here, like you get to fully see the character come to fruition in this one, which makes for just a great sequel follow-up to the original one, and touching on similar sorts of ideas. And unlike the third one where it felt like, oh, are we still doing this again? It's a rehash. This one was a continuation that expanded on the ideas, so they go really nicely together in general. And, so we finally get the vibe of like, oh, Chucky's since...
My sinuses. I mean, could you be any more dramatic?
I've had it. I'm taking me some...
Hey guys, welcome to Found Flicks. Chucky lovers rejoice as our favorite sadistic doll has returned in the new film Cult of Chucky, out now on home video. Before the movie even came out, I had a bunch of people asking for an ending explained on it, and I can see how where the story goes in the end can be confusing. But rather than this video being entirely an ending explained, it'll be more of a hybrid, giving my review of the film and then explaining the ending, as well as the post-credit scene, giving us some idea of where the franchise might
Look
be
at
heading
this
going forward,
photograph.
which is really awesome. So let's begin with my thoughts on Chucky's latest adventure, the impressive 7th entry in the long-running Child's Play franchise. One thing I've always enjoyed about the franchise is its ability to reinvent itself with each entry. So even as more Chucky movies were made, they were all different and surprising enough to feel fresh. Their consistent creativity is interesting because the series has been written by the same person throughout its entirety, Don Mancini. It's very unusual for a horror franchise to have a single creative voice behind each film, and I think that's a big part of the series' longtime durability. Mancini knows the Chucky character better than anyone else, and is somehow always able to cook up fresh takes on the character. Initially, the doll was kept mostly in the shadows, and the first film, Child's Play, is still most likely the best film in the series. The first 3 entries mostly focused on child in peril kind of terror, with the Chucky doll going after the Barclay family in an attempt to claim their son Andy's body for his own. But then after the lackluster military school set Child's Play 3, which was rushed into production, released only 1 year
Guess
after
it's
part
candy.
2, the series returned years later, completely reinvented with the much more comedically infused Bride of Chucky. The doll always had a twisted sense of humor, and Bride pushed that aspect much more to the forefront, but amazingly, the series pulls off this transition well, and the movie is funny, but also chock full of good kills and standard horror moments as well. The next sequel, Seed of Chucky, saw Mancini take on directorial as well as writing duties, and it doubled down on the humor of Bride with mixed results. Considered by many to be the weakest in the franchise, it feels more like a satire on Hollywood than really resembling a Child's Play film anymore. The movie has its moments, but lost too much of the series' original spirit, and after the movie failed at the box office, it looked like the series was in need of reinvention once again. Luckily, Mancini was up to the challenge, and 2013's Curse of Chucky is a bold change from Seed that returns the franchise to its horror roots, ditching much of the humor for a more gothic style of horror set in a remote house. At first, the story feels detached from the series purposefully, and it seems Mancini's intent was to reboot the story, or at least the tone of the series in a way, but Curse did indeed continue the continuity of previous films, and in the end, it tied back into the series in surprising and interesting ways. Overall, a resounding success, Curse of Chucky made Chucky scary again, and in my opinion, is the second best in the series after the first, Child's Play. That's why I was even more excited to see where Mancini would take the series next, after we saw the surprising returns of both Tiffany and a now grown-up Andy to the franchise, who both briefly appeared in Curse. And fortunately, I believe that Cult of Chucky is able to pay off on what we would want as longtime fans, and introduces several creative elements to the plots that haven't been seen in the franchise in any form. And it says a lot that Cult is able to juggle so many things
I
at
just
once,
dropped it.
and mostly
So
pull
here's
it
the
off.
box
I
again.
did wonder if the film would end
Swing
up being a
through.
lot funnier or just not as
Here's the
scary
back
as
of the
Curse,
box.
but it is much more serious in tone than I would have expected. Sure, it's still plenty silly. I mean, it is a killer doll after all. But I didn't feel like it went too overboard with the humor and still packed a punch in many surprisingly gory moments. So it seems the franchise has found a happy balance between the horror and humor that the series has vacillated between in the past. It's always been able to pull those stylistic pivots off, with each entry shaking up the formula. And it takes that approach once again with Cult. After the gothic horror of Curse, here we move on to the genre of asylum horror, with Nika blamed for the previous film's murders, now in psychiatric lockup at a weird modern hospital facility. Mentally, she's not holding up so well. Might have something to do with all the shock treatments. And she's been convinced by everyone that Chucky isn't real and that she is responsible for the murders. And after hearing it so much from everyone else, she also begins to think she may have been responsible for what happened. The movie plays with this idea quite a bit as Chucky shows up at the hospital and the bodies start piling up. But is it really Chucky back to kill again? Or is Nika actually the one killing the patients and doesn't realize it because she's lost her mind? We of course know it's Chucky, but it's an interesting kind of storyline to attach to the film, and it does at points take on the feeling of a full-on psychological thriller. On top of that, we have original trilogy protagonist Andy Barclay returning to the series after briefly appearing in the post-credit scene of Curse, where he is sent a Chucky doll in the mail by Tiffany. Luckily, he was prepared, blowing its head to pieces with a shotgun. He is also suffering from mental anguish after his experiences with Chucky as a child, and is clearly still traumatized 30 years later. Even though he shot the doll, its head is still living, kept in a safe in Andy's cabin, where Andy takes it out to talk to it and torture it. It's a bit demented, but if you can't kill Chucky, you You might as well have some fun blowtorching his head on a Friday night. Am I right? Well, it was awesome seeing Andy back. He didn't have quite the impact on the main story as I might have thought at first. He does play a sizable role, eventually getting locked up in the asylum with Nika, but ultimately didn't add a whole lot and felt like a bit of a letdown for his big return. Just like Curse, this is Fiona Dourif as Nika's movie. She continues to impress here, taking us along on Nika's journey into madness. And in the end, we get to see just how versatile she is, being introduced to a very different personality to Nika. But enough about the humans already. This is Chucky's movie after all. Luckily, they kept the CG to a minimum here, using actual dolls, which is a huge relief. Chucky here is his typical sadistic self and has several new victims at his gruesome disposal. Probably the standout kill here is with Claire, who is strapped to a bed, unable to move due to medication. Chucky comes across a tank of compressed air and, confused about what it is, drops the tank on the ground, sending it flying through a giant overhead window. It explodes into millions of shards, falling in slow motion before eviscerating Claire. It was brutal and actually quite visually beautiful, something I wouldn't really associate with the series. Beyond killing, Chucky here has a new mission: to create a cult of Chuckies. That's right, an army of Chucky dolls out there killing people. He recently learned a new spell that gives him the ability to bring other dolls to life with his spirit, and this leads to the best sequence in the film. 3 Chuckies, all working together as one to brutally kill Nurse Carlos. We've never seen more than one living Chucky doll at once, and for me, this is just awesome. And I loved how it played out in the film, with each doll showing off slightly different looks and personalities. I can only imagine what a pain in the ass it was to coordinate all those dolls in these scenes. But I'll tell you what, it was worth it. Overall, the movie was already really entertaining, but the multiple Chucky aspect sends it to a whole new level. And again, one that I never actually expected to see show up in the series.
Get
Another thing we've
25
never actually seen
Chuckies.
happen in the series is Chucky getting a new body, which brings us to the end of Cult of Chucky, that pushes the franchise into a really exciting and also surprising new direction. But obviously, of course, for me to talk about that, I will have to spoil the ending. So let's dive in and explain how things go down in the end. As I mentioned briefly, a big story aspect introduced in Cult of Chucky is a new spell that Chucky has discovered on VoodooForDummies.com, apparently. All of the powers at the core of the series are voodoo in nature, and it was a voodoo ritual that transferred the spirit of Charles Lee Ray into the Chucky doll in the first place. This same incantation also allowed him to possess the body of the first person who found Chucky was alive in the doll, the plot of the first 3 films. But this new spell is much more powerful, granting Chucky a much more dangerous ability. Rather than having restrictions on who he can possess, this spell allows him to possess anybody or anything. Anything on 2 legs, as he says. It's this spell that allows him to bring to life the other Chucky dolls in the film at the hospital, each with Charles Lee Ray's spirit inside. He must have figured this out sometimes near the end scenes of Curse, as there's one doll sent to Andy, which he still has, in addition to the one that Tiffany brings to the hospital. Now that there are multiple dolls out there, his spirit can basically never be killed. But it does seem that the original doll is the one that Andy has in his safe, with the scarred look Chucky took on after the ride. Beyond dolls, Chucky can also now possess people with his spirit, which in the end he does with Nika. She begs him to kill her, but he has something else in mind, saying there are worse things than death taking over her body. While it seems that he wanted her dead, it looks like Chucky has bigger plans now in the outside world, able to blend in with Nika's body. And along with the possession, Nika is now able to walk, which is ironic since it was Charles Bott's delivery of her as a child that made her immobile in the first place. Also throughout the film, Chucky was trying to convince her to be a killer, and she refused to follow through. But now that Charles' spirit is inside of her, she gives in, finally lashing out and stomping the pervy doctor to death. Nika isn't completely gone, however, and is now a recessed part of the vessel that is Nika's body, with Charles now in control. So it is still possible to bring her back, but for now she is basically Chucky in Nika's body, taken over by the serial killer's evil spirit. As far as Chucky's other longtime nemesis, Andy is still locked up at the asylum. He did manage to take out one of the Chucky dolls, but Chucky as Nika shows up toying with him and locking him up in his room. Also, rather than killing Andy, he is more interested in giving Andy the chance to defeat him, obviously getting a thrill out of their several decade-long rivalry. Andy and Chucky, friends till the end. Isn't that nice? But it's definitely hard to say how Andy can possibly explain all the bodies all over the hospital, especially since he's the same one that was saying a doll killed those people all those years ago. There's also still one Chucky that stays behind at the hospital with the one arm, returning to a lifeless appearance. This is no doubt so Charles can keep an eye on Andy going forward. So Chucky makes it out of the hospital in Nika's body, reuniting with his former lover Tiffany. Well, it's actually the spirit of his dead girlfriend Tiffany in the body of actress Jennifer Tilly. Yeah. At the end of Seed, Tiffany transferred her spirit from the doll to the actress who played Tiffany. Yes, it's confusing and ridiculous. In the backseat of the car is the Tiffany doll, which also comes alive, indicating that she can also use the new spell to transfer her spirit, bringing her doll back to life. And despite the body switch, Tiffany doesn't seem to have a problem with Charles as Nika, and the two kiss, reuniting once again. This all sets us up for a potential 8th part in the series where possessed Nika and Tiffany work together as a kind of demented Thelma and Louise, which actually sounds really awesome. And I hope we get to see that paid off. I also like the idea that Nika and Tiffany's relationship ends up taking them to a different end game than what Charles actually wants. It would be hilarious to see the doll Chucky at odds with Nika and Tiffany and potentially working against them to achieve his own plans. Otherwise, it's up to Andy to track down and stop them, but considering his current situation, he's going to need some help, which we see he does, revealed in the post-credit scene. Back at Andy's cabin, the original Chucky head is still alive. The door opens and it's revealed to be Kyle, saying that Andy sent her and begins to take his place torturing the doll. Kyle, of course, was the young rebellious teenager that lived at the foster home with Andy in Child's Play 2, and they must have stayed in contact all these years, affected by their past incident with the doll. Hopefully Kyle will be able to figure out a way to get Andy out of the hospital so they can stop Nika and Tiffany. One thing is for sure, it sounds like part 8 of the series is going to be a wild and very different ride for the series to tackle going forward. And I honestly can't wait to see what Mancini cooks up next. There you have it, folks. Cult of Chucky is a very worthwhile addition to the series, and at this point I put it still slightly under Cursed. But Cult is still a lot of fun, brimming with what Chucky fans want, and also loaded with creative new concepts previously unexplored, and an ending that will give the series a lot more to work with in potential sequels. What did you guys think of Cult of Chucky? Which Child's Play movie is your favorite? And who do you think would win in a fight, Chucky or Annabelle? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure to like, subscribe, and follow. Thanks for watching Found Flicks. See you next time.
Film Theory, the show that believes we have nothing to fear but fear itself. Well, that. And demonetization! Now, as anyone who's ever watched me play a horror game can tell you, I'm a pretty big scaredy cat. But here's the thing, I'll get startled for a moment, but it's pretty rare that horror movies stick with me and keep me from getting sleep at night because 99% of the time I can just rationalize that it's a movie. Sure, great white sharks, or genetically mutated great white sharks, or prehistoric super great white sharks are scary in the moment, but their movies are works of complete fiction. And while you certainly got some slasher movies based on real-life serial killers, I deal with psychotic people all the time. My job is on the internet after all. Badooching. No, what's really unnerving to me is that little voice in the back of your head that says that supernatural phenomena might actually be true, which is why the Conjuring movies tend to be so terrifying. Because not only are these films well-shot psychological horror,
Okay, that's why I've been scared of Chucky all these years.
Real events. If you're not familiar, the Conjuring universe includes 2 main series titles about haunted houses and demonic possessions, 2 Annabelle movies about all that's haunted because we just look at the thing, and now The Nun, which is about a demonic nun whose eyes seem to indicate an advanced case of jaundice. Well, the truth about the Annabelle movie should be taken with a grain of salt, and The Nun should be taken with like a kilo of salt. The Conjuring and its sequel are actually pretty interesting. You see, Ed and Lorraine Warren, the main characters, are the real names of the real ghost hunters who claim these are real cases where these things really happen. And that got me thinking about 2 things. Number 1, that I don't have nearly enough holy water in my house. And number 2, just how true are these ghost stories? I mean, these movies are creepy as all get out. And you're telling me they're real? How worried do I actually need to be? Are they real insofar as Ed and Lorraine claim these to be true stories, or are they actually
Plenty of
supported by
holy water.
real evidence? Are they true stories, or are they true stories? So today, not only do I want to explore how real The Conjuring gets, but also how true a story needs to be for it to claim that it's based on a true story. So, turn off the lights, and don't turn around to see that shadow. day, we're looking
Turn it around.
big.
Yep, bad idea. Don't turn around. Right now, just don't.
New England, 1970. The Perrin family moved to a nondescript farm, only to start experiencing strange poison and smells. Carolyn, the mother, reports that she is being attacked by some sort of female demon, and her head and Lorraine Warren don't.
With Zillow, you can tour homes anytime, anywhere. See the house before you see the house.
I thought I was gonna drop that, to be honest. Yeah, I'm gonna use it on this. Why the heck not? Oh my god, it's adorable. I love it. I love it too, man. It's so cute. Oh, that's... There. It's so cute. Yeah, I'm gonna go around your mall looking like this little cutie bun. Because it's cute. Come on. Oh my god, I love it. I'm thinking about going with this look that I made years ago with horns, like all the time. I always put horns on everything. You cannot be serious at this point. Hey, back to Lala, what's it like in New York City? I'm 1,000 miles away, but girl, tonight I get pretty okay. Times Square got shot. I swear it's true. Hey there, Delilah, don't you worry about the distance. I'm right there if you get lonely. In the song of my listen, close your eyes. Listen to my voice, it's my disguise. I'm by your side. Oh, 1 second. What you do to me? Oh, it's in stores. Well, it's what you do to me. Didn't know that. Okay, let's just buy my 3 favorite colors here. Okay, that's not even black, so that makes me mad. But you know what? We're buying it. We're buying all of them because they're all adorable and they take to be bought. Let's just go buy the original. Did I already buy orange? I think I did, but I'm gonna buy it again. And I know I definitely did not buy this. Okay. Oh nope, I didn't buy orange already, so got every color. White is by far the best color in history. Nope, that's exactly what I wanted to try, but it's ugly. It's just so cute. Like, dude, it's Hawaii. Wait, look at Kawaii Fab, okay? A 1,000 miles seems pretty far, but they've got planes and trains and cars. I'd walk to you if I had no Feather, oh my god, feather, feather, feather. Holy crap, feather, oh my god. Because we know that none of them are from this way. Delilah, I can promise you that by the time we get through, the world will never ever be the same. And you're to blame. Hey there, Delilah, but be good and don't you miss me. 2 more years and you'll be done with school, and I'll be making history like I do. Who said you ever made history, bro? You know it's all because of you. Okay, that's adorable. Heather, Delilah, here's you. This one's for you. Oh, it's what you do to me. Oh, it's what you do to me. I cannot spell, so that's probably why I failed my spelling test yesterday, but whatever. I literally failed my spelling test. Hold up, we are changing things because this has to be all pink. Everything has to be pink. So where are the horns? Oh my god, please don't tell me they took the dinosaurs again. Found them. Oh, Green Day, yes. So, like, why not? Green Day, I love everything. Because Green Day is bomb and amazing, so let's make everything pink. The eyes! Holy crap, the eyes are blue, they need to be pink. There! That looks so kawaii. Min! Min! Hi, Min. Hi, Min. Ah! Min! Yeah, I'm gonna take that. Why can I not spell? No, I don't want that. Sorry, I don't want a screenshot. Wait a minute. Yes, Vid, it's fab. Oh. There, I can see. Yes, Vid, it's fab. Look, I'm jumping off my screen. Listen to me, woman. No. Wow. AKA asking Alexandria, please. Do you guys know that you can do that? You're all so fucking outrageous, I can't take it. You're as just like a don't pay your attention. Cause it was look, I'm gonna make another one of this, but it's gonna be a Kawaii pink one. Sorry, I just Kawaii, because I literally I have no idea what they're saying, so. Pink. Yes. Pink. Yeah, little stem. I can't take it. Little complacent. Ready to come. Ready to go so long. Snow Sky. Yeah, that's a cute name actually. It's so kawaii. Snow Sky, you shall be a model. Okay, you a model. You are gonna be a model. Yes. Yes. No. Yes. My pet is a model. No vid. The frick. My pet is a model. Oh my god! Ready to come so long. Where did I go? Where did I turn? No. So can we just go? And the clock goes round. Get the wolf up out of here. Take it to the side of space. To the side of space. I had a look similar to this. It had the same exact power crown, the same exact blue, but this was black. Waiting and anticipating. Ooh, she has fun colors. Nope, no pink. No can do. No pink. Hi, Melody. White is my country. That's the Lord on the fire for life. Then the wolves will got a hat, take it to the satisfied, to the satisfied. Oh, yeah, he that's it. So you guys come on! And the crowd goes wild! But your category. Now let's just. Chest. I never knew that I would go on like this. Present of the lyrics to this one that I do. Yeah, oof, and I just uploaded on how clever of me. It's like great going. And sunshine gifted my life. Why are these there? As usual, they're always here, and it's annoying. Yeah, well, I follow people. I'm your dirt side. I'm your dirt side. For restoration, some kind of purpose to take a second and face what makes me. It was the last thing I wanted. Yeah. Yes. Every moment, every second, every trespass, every awful thing, every broken day, every couple years back and forth. Yeah, that's exactly what my book was. Except it had a It had blue cupids and a white flower crown. That was it. And yeah, sometimes it would have black ones. I'm her dark side. I'm her dark side. So I keep pushing the limits of all this. Let's see if you'll listen to me. Yeah, she just laughing. Wait, is that a girl? All I needed was the last thing I wanted to sit alone and alone. All I needed was the last thing I wanted to sit alone and alone, sitting all alone. Remembered every second, every trespass, every awful thing, every broken dream. Meat, 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 meat. Is there you? Oh my god. Oh my lord. Same. Oh my word, same. My hair is it my face and everything? Yeah, no one wants to listen to this anymore. Sadly, but
I mean, could you be any more dramatic?
I've had it. I'm taking Mucinex Sinus Max. Got a triple action formula.
turn to I turn everywhere along these vultures. Burn the life right out of me. Where did I don't think that it Nope, it ain't. Where did I turn? Wait, where do I turn? Where do I turn? Yeah, it's called Vultures. Yep, that's it. This is it. I had to type, where do I turn everywhere I look? These vultures burn the life right out of me, so. Yep, but this one's it. Close the curtains, crash me in. Gather the grass and heavens and let it Do I run? Wait out and die? Is it time to close my eyes? Puppy. I'm hoping he likes this art back. I have a lot of art.
Keep me now, I'll follow direction. Pour the past around, I'll be bled until I'm dry. It's hard to see what's underneath. Is it me?
Is it me?
Where'd you are?
Turn everywhere I look, these vultures burn the life right out of me.
Do I
Run away out and die. Is it time to close my eyes?
For so long, all I've seen is green lights. Fucking read all I need somebody to catch my breath, rest my head needs my mind. I've been holding on, my grip ain't what it used to be. I'm much older